about the introduction of vector. Okay, so again I'm going to give one small simple word in vector. A vector quantity which has magnitude and as well as the direction. It is called a vector. Okay, I'm giving you one example. See, so do you know what is that line? Directed line. So in the direct line, we have this is the starting point and this is the ending point. Okay, so the starting point we are going to mention by initial point. What is that? Initial point. And ending point we have to mention by terminal point. Terminal point. And we have one direction. Direction. Okay. So this one is called a vector and named by A. Okay. When the vector AB vector which is equal to A, so that is one vector which is represented by A is the initial point and B is the terminal point. Okay. Have you understood this? Okay. Now next. Next coming to magnitude. So this is the direction. You know that. And next one I'm coming from magnitude. So already I told you what is magnitude, which is that value. Value means what? Length of the vector. Suppose we have the starting point here and the ending and terminal point here means the length of the vector is mentioned by magnitude. Okay. Which one is represented by modulus of AB? Don't confuse it. It is not a determinant. Modulus. Okay. So determinants already we have studied about in matrix. No. Now coming to magnitude. So magnitude which is represented read as modulus of AB which is equal to A. Okay. So we have to mention by the length. Whatever it may be vector. Okay. So that's all. So this is your introduction of vector. Okay. Now next take your book page number V vector which is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Square root of x square plus y square plus z square. So this is the magnitude value of that position vector. Okay. So this one already you have in your page number 425 the same. Okay. Now coming to the direction cosine. Direction cosine. Okay, direction mean already you know. We have some direction no. Okay, so that direction we have to mention by cosine angle. You know cosine angle mean cos theta. That is cosine angle. Okay, so the cosine angle we have to again we have mentioned by the same diagram x, y, z axis. Okay, when the x axis makes an angle with the origin that is mentioned by alpha. That is alpha. When y axis makes an angle between beta and z axis is gamma. Z axis is gamma. Okay. So the alpha, beta, gamma. So the three things are we are going to mention by direction. The positive angle. Positive angle. So this positive angle we are going to mention by the cosine. It will come cos alpha, comma, cos beta, comma, cos gamma. So when the cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, so these three things are called direction cosine. Direction cosine. Okay. Now see. So the direction angles already I told you alpha, beta, gamma. Now direction cosine cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma. So this cos alpha we are going to mention by L, small l. Okay. And cos beta which is mentioned by small l. And cos gamma small l. Okay. So these are cosine, I mean direction cosine. Okay. Note that and before that we have one condition. Note the page number 427. See, when the direction goes in the given see the example they are giving three angles. Okay, for example 60, 30 or something, any angle, three angles are values are given, so we have to mention by so the given angles are direction cosines are not. How to verify, how to identify? So the condition is m l square plus m square plus n square which is equal to 1. What is that? L square plus m square plus n square equal to 1. Okay, L mean cos alpha. For example, cos 60. Do you know what is the value of cos 60? 1 by 2, no? That's right. So give them some examples related in cos theta and as well as cos gamma. So when we add these three, to get the answer equal to 1, that is called a direction cosine. The given angle is satisfying the condition of direction cosine. Okay. Have you understood? Okay. Now, and before that, I want to see one thing. The direction cosine is already told you know. That is x by r, comma y by r, comma z by r. So these three only direction cosine. X by r means already you know x coordinate no. That is x by r means the magnitude of r is what? Square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Okay. So therefore we are going to mention this x by r, comma y by r, comma z by r is direction cosine. Okay. Have we understood now? Yes. So just recall our question. So vector. So how to come the vector? We have two quantities, that is scalar and vector. Scalar is only that magnitude. Scalar only magnitude. Okay. And vector, it is magnitude and as well as direction. Okay. Vector how to represent? One the directed line. We have to mention the 2 points. So the first point is called initial point and second point is called a terminal point. So the length of the vector is called a magnitude. Length of the vector is magnitude. Okay. So this one is AB vector which is equal to A vector. Okay. Then position vector means already I told you OP. OP vector equal to using the three-dimensional axis, that is x-axis, y-axis, z-axis, we have a position vector OP equal to xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, and we have a length of the position vector OP, modulus of OP, which is equal to square root of x square plus y square plus z square. Have you got it? Okay. Then direction cosine is already I mentioned to you. The direction angles are alpha and beta and gamma. When the angle cos alpha, cos beta, cos gamma, these three are called for direction cosine, which is represented by L, M, N. When the angle, when the given angle is represented by that direction cosine, we have one condition, that is L square plus M square plus N square equal to 1. Then finally, the direction cosine is equal to x by r, comma y by r, comma z by r. So this is your theory part. Okay. And one more thing I want to say. Really good. The AB vector having no. So this AB vector, we are going to mention OP minus OA. OB minus OA. So this is called the vector A. That's the A mentioned. Okay, so wherever the given OA, see, the position vector always mentioned by OA, OB, OC, OD, this kind quantity. So that is position vector. That position vector we have to mention by the vector AB equal to OB minus OA. Okay, nice. Now coming to that next topic, vector already we know. Zero matrix you already got it know. What is zero matrix? When the matrix having no elements, it is called a zero matrix. Like that, zero vector means we don't have any direction. So that is the initial point and the terminal point on both. Both also coincide. What do you know coincide? So that is see 1 point A, which one cannot be anywhere. So the same. So that is called zero vector. Okay, I give you explanation design. The zero vector, a vector whose initial and terminal points are coincide. Coincide. That is called a zero vector. Okay, here zero vector. One more, another one thing, that is null vector. The zero matrix as well as null matrix. No, that's why zero vector as well as null vector. So the null vector we are going to mention by zero. That is null vector. Okay, so this is given some examples for zero vector means A vector, A vector, and B vector, and C vector. Like that we have. Why we are taking like this thing? Already told you initial and terminal on both also. Yes. And next, second type, unit vector. So this is very important to you. The one more question, maximum number of times asking to you for this unit vector. Okay. So unit vector means when the length of the vector is equal to unit. Unit means you know what is unit? One. One. So the vector, a vector whose magnitude is unity, that is one, that is called the unit vector. Okay. So the unit vector is mentioned by a cap. What is the name of this? A cap. Okay, not vector, this a cap. Okay, so we have one formula. And next, see, next topic is third one is co-initial vector. Co-initial. So already I told you initial point and terminal point. Initial point is a starting point. No. So co means see one or two or more vectors. Two or more vector is said to be a co-initial vector which have the same starting point. Okay. So this vector is named by A vector, and this one is B vector, and that one is C vector. So these three vectors also we have the same starting point, that is initial point. That is called co-initial vector. Okay. So that is the given definition to you. That is two or more vectors having the same initial point are called a co-initial vector. Okay. And next to collinear vector. So this word already you heard something back. Just it starts from 9th standard itself. That is collinearity of points. No, that is we have to mingled by vectors. Okay, so collinear vector. So what is collinear vector mean? Two or more vectors is said to be a collinear. It's said to be a collinear if they have the same line or a plane in that same line, ஒரே line. See, இந்த ஒரு line we have three vectors. So this is a vector and that is B vector like that. So that is called a collinear vector. And next type is equal vector. Fifth one is equal vector. So equal vector is already know from the name. Equal means what? They have the same length. They have the same magnitude. When the two vectors have the same length or same magnitude, that is called equal vector. Okay. And next type is then finally we are going to mention is negative of a vector. Negative of a. So negative of a vector is not a very big thing. It is very simple. So on the given vector A vector, so the see, this is A, this is B. So this vector is A vector. This one is represented by A vector mean. The negative mean that is it is changed by the direction. So this direction which is opposite to that side. So that is called a negative of vector. So named by A vector is a normal given vector mean we have to take a different direction to get minus BA vector. Minus BA vector. So that is A vector which is equal to minus A vector. Like this we have to replace. Okay. So that is the negative of vector. I give you wording. See, a vector whose magnitude is the same length as well as that given vector, but we have in the opposite direction, which is called the negative of a vector. So that's all. Okay. So this is your first exercise content. Okay. So just you have to go through all the things. The page number 425, 26, and 27. Now move to the first exercise, 10.1. So 10.1 is the very simple. Just one more question. All the one more question. Just we need 5 minutes. Just 5 minutes is enough to complete this exercise. Okay, listen. Exercise 10.1. It's a great exercise in your point of view. Okay, because it contains only 5 minutes. No. So look at the example 1. Represent graphically the displacement of 40 km and 30 degree west to south. So what is given here? Example 1. Given is distance. How much is distance? 40 kilometer. 40 kilometer. And angle is what is given? 30 degree. So 30 degree back to back. That is west to what is given? West to south. West to south. Okay. So do you know the direction from? News. Have you seen this diagram? Yes, many places. In 10th standard, you have social studies. We are using many ways. So already you know this. Okay. News. Again, north, east, east, south, west. South and okay. So this is your normal directions. Okay. For that given we have to draw that, represent that graphically. The displacement meaning no. Okay, just move ahead. See, so this is RG. Okay, so west to south we have to display. West to south. So already I told you the position vector AB vector means how to represent OB minus OA. Yes, yes or no? So that's why I'm taking west to south means we have to take south to west. So that is here 0 degree how to consider 5, 10, 20, 30 like this. So this is a 30-degree angle first of all. So this is a 30-degree angle. And the distance is 40 kilometers, maybe here. So this is a 40 kilometer. So this is a representation. Okay. So that's a just you have to draw the diagram. It's a one more question only. Okay. And next 10.1. First question you have to do your homework. Second, third, fourth, fifth question is true or false. Only you have 5 questions. Each question we need only 1 minute. Is enough. Easy only, no. Okay. Second question. Classify the following measures or scalar or vector. So some measurements are given. We have to identify the given one is scalar or a vector. Okay. So the second question, the first one. Look at this. Part. The given question is 10 kg. What is given? 10 kg, 10 kilogram. So this one scalar vector 10 is this is a scalar. Why? Because of this is a mass weight. Weight is always calculated by the scalar because it don't have any direction. It has measurement. Magnitude only it has. Okay. And second question, see 2 meters north to west. So this equation. I mean this model question. 2 meter is given the distance. Okay, magnitude having. And direction, it is north to west. North to west. So this one is considered by that vector quantity. Okay. And third one is degree. Degree means what? Which is measured by angle. No. Angle measurement is degree. Okay. So that degree, 40 degree is mentioned by scalar. Okay. And 40 watt. Watt means watts. Watt means watts. Not WHD. Watt. WAT. Okay. That watt is supposed to know. So that one is scalar. We don't have any kind of direction. So that's why it is a. And fifth one is scalar. Coulomb. Coulomb theory. Coulomb's law. In 11th standard or 10th standard, you will use that. 10 power minus 19 Coulomb. So this is also considered by that what? Scalar. Then finally, 20 meter per second. 20 meter per second. So this is meter is the measurement and say meter per second inverse. So that's also mentioned by the direction. So this is a vector quantity 20 meter per second. Okay. So like this sum also you have to continue the third one. Okay. Third one you have to do. So it's no need the paragraph. Just write what is the quantity and why. What is the reason. So that's only enough. Okay. Next, moving to the fourth question. See, identify the following vectors. So, given diagram. Look at the. Okay, students listen. The question number 4. The given diagram is. Okay, listen all of you. The given diagram. Okay, so this diagram is a complete diagram. It's like a diagram or a rectangle. Sorry, rectangle. Okay. Now see how many vectors are given. How many vectors? 4 vectors. Vector A, vector B, vector C, and vector D. The 4 vectors are given. We have to identify the following. What are they? Coinitial, what are they? And equal vector and collinear, but not. Okay. So first question. Co-initial. What is it? The co-initial, which means co-initial means it starts from the same initial point. So that is this. So what are the co-initial? Co-initial vectors are A vector and B vector. So they two only it starts from the same place, initial point, same initial point. So that is called they two co-initial vector. Okay. Now coming to equal vector. What do you mean equal? Just recall your definition. Equal vector means they have the same magnitude, equal magnitude. So now what are the equal magnitude? Look at this. The vectors B and D. Vectors B and D. So okay. Some students are thinking, why sir we don't want to take B and D? Other two equal length. It's not. Why means see, this vector A vector is the direction this side. Arrow marks I'm giving you this side. And the C vector, the arrow mark is opposite. So these two may be represented by the negative vector. Maybe not. The question is not asking. That's why I'm saying. The what is the meaning of these two mean negative vector? Equal length only, but not in the same direction. We can't mention equal vector. Okay. Equal vector means we have the same magnitude and as well as the same direction also. Okay, that is equal. Then third one is collinear, but not equal. Collinear but not equal. So collinear and not equal means collinear what I told you. The collinear vector, two or more vectors are said to be a collinear. What is that? We have a same starting point, no, starting point not. See the collinear vector, two or more vectors is parallel on the same line, ஒரே line ல போனா. Okay. So these two. இது வந்து collinear but not equal. Collinear mention பண்ணிக்கலாம் that not equal. So what are they? From the four vectors you have to identify them. So the identification is A and C. See these two. A vector and C vector. So you have some example in exercise 3. So exercise 3, they are giving one diagram. So look at that. What are they? Collinear, equal, and coincident. Okay, check it. So that's all your 10.1 exercise. Okay, finish. So just to go through it 1 minute, I give you the second exercise. I know it's already you are studying physics from your 11th standard. Yes or no? Addition of vector, triangle law, parallelogram law. So all the one you studied, just I have to recall them. Okay. So look at the page number 429. So triangle law of addition, that is, so this is AB vector. AB, that is A vector. This is A vector, and BC, which is mentioned by B vector. So this one is represented by A vector plus B vector. A vector plus B vector. So this is called a triangle law of addition. Triangle law of addition. And next triangle law. Okay. And next parallelogram law. Parallelogram. Okay. So parallelogram law means already you know this. For this type of question. Okay. Maybe here how to come in this and how to mention. See. So first I'm taking in the parallelogram the diagonals are bisect. No. So you take any one of the diagonal and to represent by the triangle law. So that is this is A vector, this is B vector, which one is mentioned by A vector plus B vector. A vector plus B vector. What is something important? The same as per in your given exercise sum. Okay. So listen students. So this is your homework. Do your homework in a correct way. So how to use some other creative sum. Creatively not in this part. You have 1 day time now. So for that 1 day, you have to prepare this. Okay. Coming Saturday, Thirumal sir come and complete this exercise. Okay. Fine. And one more request to you all. That is, so this is a corona time. Okay. Stay home and stay safe. Be safe in your. Don't want to roaming some other places, especially in my boys. Don't roam some other places. Be in your house and be safe. Okay. Don't waste your time. So, what is your difficult portion in your subject? You have to take and do some other works. Okay. I don't want to say the whole 12 hours you have to prepare. In 12 hours you have to study. It's not a problem. Just each subject take 1 hour or half an hour. So that is your point of view. What is your difficult part? How to take and prepare. Okay. In mathematics, I give you one request to you. That is, I think you have some troubles in your determinants topics. No. The exercise 4.2 and using elementary translation. No. That is exercise 3.4. So these two exercise you have to prepare more. Take some Example sums are odd sums, creative sums is how to frame and to find the answer. Especially that inverse of the matrix using the elementary transformation. So this sum already you have the last exercise. Find the inverse of the system of linear equations. No. So for that sum, inverse A inverse formula, what is that? 1 by determinant of A into adjoint A. So that formula you have to use and to check the answers. So that pattern you have to maintain. Definitely after vacation you are clear in this topic. Okay, don't waste your time. Again, I'm saying prepare these 3 chapters. What are they? Matrix, determinant, and as well as recall your differentiability. Okay, difference calculus is very important. We have no 6 mark question or 4 mark question. It will be asking for every year, so it is very important. Okay, and one more thing I want to say, that is, so this 10.1 and 10.2, you don't want to make a class of notes separately and to do. Okay, maximum number of students having some doubt. Sir, shall we continue for the previous class or not, or we have to take some other new note or anything? No need. You have to take some note and to take some notes, some points, and to complete all the sums. I have to check all the class of notes. All the class of notes. Class of means in separate note. Separate note you have to complete all the works. Okay. Yes, students, have a happy holidays.